If you were born blessed with a big butt and thighs, you may have lamented your shapely figure at one time or another. After all, unrealistic images of thin bodies around on social media, and everywhere else too. If you celebrate your curve by perfect way, then yoga asanas can tone your buttocks into a well-proportioned posterior. Hello friends, welcome to Nutrizon. In this video, we have listed the yoga asanas that can tone your buttock.
Sit up tall with your legs spread wide out to the sides. Bend your right knee and place your right shin on the floor in front of you. Bend your left knee and place your left shin on top of your right. Your shins should be parallel to the front edge of your mat. Flex your feet. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale as you pull your belly button toward your spine. Exhale as you bend forward from your hips. Place your hands on the floor in front of you. Relax your head and take a few deep breaths. If your knees and ankles don't touch in this position, place a folded blanket between them. Return to the start before you switch sides. Lie face down with your legs extended behind you and your big toes touching. Clasp your hands behind your lower back. Inhale as you lift your chest and feet off the floor. Extend your arms and reach your hands back toward your feet. Breathe deeply. If this is too challenging, try lifting one leg at a time so you always have one leg on the floor. You can also place a folded blanket under your thighs or chest to help support you.
Sit with your legs extended in front of you. Place your hands on the floor slightly behind each hip. Point your fingertips towards your body. Press into your palms and lift your hips high. Keep your big toes together. Try to press your entire foot down onto the floor. Lift your chest and drop your head back. Breathe deeply.
From a plank position, raise your hips up toward the ceiling so your body is in an inverted V shape. Step your left foot between your hands. Angle your right foot out. Raise your right arm over your head and to shoulder height out to your right side as you raise your left arm to shoulder height out to your left side. Turn your palms down. Bend your left knee 90 degrees and align your knee over your ankle. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and gaze over the middle finger on your left hand. Hold and take a few deep breaths. Then repeat on the opposite side. Get in Warrior Two with your left foot forward. Straighten your left leg. Reach your torso forward and bend over to your left side. Place your left hand on your left shin or, if you're more flexible, put your fingertips on the floor inside your left foot. Do not place your hand on your knee. Lean back and extend your right arm over your shoulders. Look up at your right thumb. If this feels too intense, place your left hand on a block. Draw your shoulder blades together. Take a few deep breaths here. Then repeat on the opposite side. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and bend over from your hips. Place your hands on blocks a foot in front of your feet. Raise your right leg to hip height behind you. Rotate your right hip and shoulder to the right. Raise your right arm straight up toward the ceiling and look up at your fingers. Take a few deep breaths here and then repeat on the opposite side. If this is too challenging, try performing this pose with your back against a wall. Stand with your feet together. Bend your right knee and grab the inside of your right calf or ankle with your right hand behind you. Raise your right leg behind you as you bend forward from your hips. Reach your left arm up toward the ceiling and look up. Take a few deep breaths here and then repeat the pose on the opposite side. Get in a push-up position, then push your hips up so your body is in an inverted V. Put your left shin on the floor behind your hands. Place a yoga block under your left hip. Bend your right knee and place your right foot in the inside of your right elbow. Extend your left arm over your head, then bend your left elbow and clasp your hands. Breathe deeply. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and bend forward from your hips. Walk your hands a few inches forward. Place your fingertips on the floor in front of you. Shift your weight to your left foot and slowly raise your right leg to hip height behind you. Reach your left heel behind you and turn your right toes toward the floor. If you feel steady, slowly lift your arms over your head with your palms facing each other. Take a few deep breaths here. And then repeat the pose on the opposite side. Place a folded blanket to the right of your mat. Get on your hands and knees with your right knee on the blanket and your right hand on the floor in front of you. Slide your right leg to the right. Bend your elbows and lower your hips. Walk your hands a few inches forward and lower your chest toward the mat. Fold your hands and place your head on top of them. Turn your head to one side. Breathe deeply here. To come out of this pose, use your hands to push up to all fours again.